WNBA TV.
Now Caitlin Clark on the floor here today, scoring in a season as Boston
Shooting it in the corner.
She and Stephanie Dolson, as two does Indiana. Expectations are Dolson left alone. She can't get a championship in this building too. That means they don't hold the ball for more than a second.
Both teams playing quickly.
Boston, she'll take it herself. And Mitchell, extra pass. Bonner thought about the
For this year with the depth.
Mitchell launching. Olsen, she's a good three-point shoot. Three-point percentage a year ago. He had shot fake, got Ainxler into the air.
I talked to Brittany Sykes from Washington with an added weapon for sure. Players is the speed with which that's going to be.
Olsen bouncing, Howard charging. Here is the fourth overall pick. Rhythm back as Area fit. Sutton
Whoa.
Store saying every game is
changed your Debbie over the last year.
I mean,
Checked in here for Indiana for the corner here. Iriafin off the beat to be built here as Mitchell fire away.
it's fantastic working without the ball.
Season and Fever scoring. Kraft, those players trying to make this rough.
Really good defender.
Great years in Greece. Iriafin teammate Sonia Citron for athleticism-driven WNBA game.
League.
All the hesitation and
See Hall on the ball has become one of
throughout the season into the playoffs. Rectal lines up.
the, if we start seeing a lot of that in the league.
Two have a lot in common as Citron defense. Bonner crossing over. Great. I think when Bonner was
It's winning 2 WNBA. So she can play 22-25 here today.
here is play with them tight.
That's one. We're going to keep track all year. Up
Citron hands
the
up.
other way. Poor leg.
As a cutting Cole's going to have to get it up. She just does tomorrow. Boston. So we've got to think about the long term. Be careful as Cunningham is left alone.
Stop and Amber Cox.
You're getting away with a foul there on Hull.
It's a player that's
Traffic, Bonner, extra pass. Oh, and Cunningham have had really good temp points. A couple of rebounds in 8 minutes. Boston, she'll attacker. And shot. Plenty of reasons for the Fever not be at shot too strong. Howard right place, right on the break. Wheeling inside. Howard gives. Howard trying to use her size. The left and three gets right to the rim.
they were trying to do. And she can told you to play with Tarasi. You got grinding. You think you're going to
About this, she had an option out here in that first preseason game. All the different.
over the top of screening action so they could effort by a team.
And will she get it off in time? She wasn't there. Here's Howard. That left hand. It was a lot of the same story.
Was number one in defensive player to be able to
So hits the floor, no whistle.
be officiating in the league.
of a defensive-minded coach, Stephanie White.
Ball screen, but you got to know personnel.
Set free throw shooter a year ago. Vice versa. Kelsey helping out. There's Olsen spinning away. Flip Sherry on two. Hole right up the middle. She'll take it. Handlings. Here's Cunningham, and
What a brilliant floor is going to be much different for Sophie this year.
she'll step back. Oh, we got a hand on that. Citron on the drop. Regular season form as Sykes stepping back, using that athleticism. Olsen launches half. Melvin leaks out. High arcing. Howard backdoor. Hole gets inside. And there is Mitchell. Session here for Washington. That one behind bounces. Howard, the left hand up in. She averaged 18 points.
Can change the rhythm. That gives you an
Of the preseason games. They're in the huddle. Staff with Stephanie felt unnecessary. Even though she's not available of our preseason opener. And the first quarter, and now Bonner to the
not in the act of shooting. Trying to play over the top instead of playing.
final minute. Oh, the shot clock down to 5. Little two-man game. Here's Ainxler, corner.
In here.
Kind of a de facto last shot, and instead the feed leaves it for Sutton, who's wide open. But for Washington, pretty psyched.
Just really good basketball like that since 2016. Now they're not
Mitchell did not hit a shot in the first. Pull back within 2. Here's Citron.
paying pressure her. And it'll be
Third overall pick.
simple stuff right here. High ball screens.
Spinning on Ainxler. Howard the right hand this time. Sykes the leading scorer on the night. And as rookie extra pass, Ainxler is open. Sykes feet switch on to Boston. They're trying to repost. Tron turns the corner. High up
Probably going to get 8 or 9.
for a pass. Here is the rookie. Dialing up. Also cut off there by Sutton, the ceiling player. Somebody that
Excellent pick by the French.
extra pass. Bonner, corner 3. Left alone. No Ariel Atkins for one.
18 coaches and
It for Boston on a fake. Boston getting wasn't 100% right. Good position. Shots the rookie. Area Finn. Howard Fulton. Area Finn just lost the handle.
moves pretty well.
Here is Boston. Just got around. Practicing to Melbourne. Pretty spin. Gets to the rim.
Teams on the defensive end.
It's in. Kind of size up.
Mitchell's a good backup for Stephanie Dolson.
Hand off Mitchell. Bullseye. Here's Olsen on the other end. The inbounder got it back. Set up here. Extra pass. Corner three. Hit. 18-year pro. Double team. Cunningham fakes the pass.
Pass took too long to get there. Fever.
Cunningham. Here's on Anxler. Bonner hangs. Bonner could. 5 here from the line today. Wants to finish her career as Anxler left alone. And she rattled. And looking inside for Boston. She and Dolson.
That's a foul for
Defense there by Boston. Looking backdoor and got it to.
I remember how
Feet inside. 2 beautiful passes. Assist there.
that's what I say.
Very optimistic.
Falls off the ball that allows
To that replay review. Sykes launches and misses. And Hole will launch. And Washington turn. With the fee special guest with us. We're thrilled to be joined by.
And those points of education, contact on game, and offensive would be Final Four, really. We have 2 training, a classroom training event. To tighten that up and get more efficient.
Here in front of the Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
With the transit in that we're settling in. Anticipate, in the on is really training our reps.
Is it somebody back?
Really looking for,
Important thing about the freedom of movement.
for when we make
Educate us on some of the areas of emphasis here.
How about that? She just popped up here on the
Citron corner 3.
same side. Look at Boston with a little flow.
Well, Hole carving out space for Stephanie White as Melbourne out of picks last year. Mitchell down to 5. Mitchell into trap and half. Theory of it over Boston. Difficult.
I think she's in the gap. She recovered.
2.
How locked into every
Mitchell on the drive. Aggressive attack. And she with the size advantage goes to work. Shot checked in as well. Game over.
Throw as well.
There is Brown here for Washington. Jones. By Cunningham. Floater. Bounces.
Right?
It's 11. Most of this perhaps after falling behind by 15.
Into their offensive bag. Just running some simple stuff right here. High ball screen.
The repost spinning on Anxler. Howard the right hand this time. Into double figures. She's got 11. Sykes the leading scorer on the night. And now Washington has numbers. Here is the rookie. Extra pass. Anxler is open. Citron turns the corner. High
Shots in the game. You're going to get Citron's probably going to get 8 or 9.
Sutton Anxler cross-court pass. Here is the rookie. Dialing up. Wilson cut off there by Sutton. It's viewed as a high C. The hesitation drops it for Boston on a fake. Boston did not get off to a good start last year. Maybe wasn't 100% ready.
Indiana switcher up to 5 right now.
Good position. Shot post up Howard. And she rattled by 2. And looking inside for Boston. She and Dolson
Up inside. There you see she's got Dolson's arm. That's a foul for
Cunningham. Shot out of a cannon. The hesitation. Defense there by Sutton this time. Boston looking backdoor and got it to
Boston. I remember how to say.
Kofi Cunningham. Very optimistic.
I personally like those calls off the ball that allow.
Indiana up by 1 now, thanks to that replay review. Here.
right after the Final Four, really. We have 2 training, and then we just came off of a 4-day classroom training event to work on our replay, just type
The sizzle here in front of the Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
successful challenge. We can exhale a little bit in that we're settling in the game. And so I anticipate, in the team. So what we focus on is really training our rep.
When you say
So we're really looking for,
so skilled, what's the most important thing about the freedom of